My name is Mr. Saindon, Professor Saindon. You can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. So anyway, real quickly, we're starting chapter 15, Manifest Destiny, very important chapter. The first territorial acquisition is the Louisiana Purchase. So that's on 15.2. Once again, we just went over this a second ago. The Louisiana Purchase is very important. Number one, we have American farmers moving over to the Appalachian Mountains and growing their crops and producing the things that they produce. They need to get that stuff to market. They want to use that Mississippi River to get those things down to the port at New Orleans and get those crops to market. James Madison wrote, the Mississippi is to the farmers everything. It is the Hudson, the Delaware, the Potomac, and all the navigable rivers in the Atlantic states formed into one stream. If you look at the geography of the Louisiana Purchase, of the Louisiana Territory, you see that it stretched from Canada south to Texas. That's a long ways to go. And from the Mississippi all the way to the Rocky Mountains. Napoleon Bonaparte of France owns it. He sees it as a place where he can resettle thousands of French farmers, and those farmers can then supply food to all of his colonies in the Caribbean. So, Thomas Jefferson knows, though, once again, he's our third president. He realizes he's got to get at least the port of New Orleans secured for his country. So he sends an ambassador to France to meet with Napoleon and to offer him, did anybody see the price of that? $7.5 million for the port of New Orleans. Okay, a bargain. There are homes in LA that cost more than $7.5 million. So, our ambassador goes there. Our ambassador goes there and begins to negotiate. He catches Napoleon at an opportune time, at a perfect time. Napoleon is caught up in a war, about ready to go to war with England. Napoleon has a major slave uprising in Haiti, and he needs instant money, and he doesn't want to be bothered. So he goes ahead and offers all the land to the ambassador for $15 million. It says here, it didn't take long for Monroe to agree. On April 30th, 1803, he signed a treaty giving Louisiana to the United States in exchange for $15 million. Said the French foreign minister, quote, "You have made a noble bargain for yourselves, and I suppose you will make the most of it." In 1803, if you look at the very bottom of that section now, there was some controversy. Did Thomas Jefferson have the right to buy the Louisiana Territory as President of the United States without getting approval of Congress? So they fought about the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. But if you look at that last paragraph, late in 1803, the Senate voted to ratify the Louisiana Purchase Treaty. Frontier farmers cheered the news. "You have secured to us the free navigation of the Mississippi," a grateful Westerner wrote Jefferson. "You have procured an immense and fertile country, and all these great blessings are obtained without war or without bloodshed." So like I said, as we move across the United States, we will acquire land through war, we will acquire land through treaties, and we'll just outright squat and live on parts of these lands and take them. This first territorial acquisition is done through treaty. No war, no shots, no squatting. We negotiate it and we get it. If you look at the two pictures there, you'll see in the first one that our diplomats meeting with their diplomats. In the second one, you'll see the American flag being raised over the territory in New Orleans. Okay, round of applause. Thank you and good night.